If you live in Washington State and enjoy smoking a little bit of weed, well, your pee will be collected and drug tested without you even knowing. And that is not necessarily a bad thing. The tab is being picked up by the federal government that is funding a 3-year pilot study using sewage samples to determine levels of marijuana use in 2 Washington cities. This research could help answer some of the key questions about pot legalization, according to the University of Puget Sound. The school said that the National Institute of Health is chipping in $120,000 so Dan Burgard, an associate chemistry professor, can conduct this study that will look at how per capita pot use changed after Washington's first legal pot shops opened last July. And I find it really, really cool. They're trying to answer questions of public health, of legality, of black market consumption, all without having to really go in and ask people, do you smoke weed, and hope for the truth.
But Jose, I mean, how violating, to me, if I lived there, I would be furious because I would feel like my privacy is being violated. Instead of collecting their mass data, now they're collecting their mass pee. They're not even telling the cities for which they're collecting them from because they don't want people to get one up on the study. That is so violating.
Yes, that could be a reading of the whole issue, but I have a different one. I think this is a really good idea because a lot of good things are going to come out of it. This guy has done this in the past. He did it at the university in 2005, and he was trying to find if the students were using more brain drugs, like Ritalin and Adderall, during finals. And he found that there's actually a 8-fold increase during final week of the residue that students put through the sewers. So based on those results, he got the grant to do this for weed. He started getting samples 8 months before the beginning of legal sales in Washington to create a baseline of the amount of weed that is being smoked in these cities. Now, with the results, they're projecting that there's 2 scenarios. First, for the public health consumption, the public health issue. They have this baseline of how much weed they're smoking already. So they're trying to see if with the legal sale of drugs, now they can figure out if there's an increase over the weekends or there's an increase from Sunday to Thursday, which is a very good indication that if it's only on the weekends, it's still a recreational attitude. But if they see that the increase happens from Sunday to Thursday, they might be looking into the future into a possible health issue where people the habitual consumers are actually doing it more. The other aspect is the legal element of it. Now they can actually find out if the black market is still relevant. Now they have the baseline of how much weed is being smoked. Now they know that it's coming from the black market. And they have a very, very tight control of the sales. So if they keep the sales and they see the rise of the sales and the consumption stays the same, it means that they are just getting the weed from legal places instead of black market. But if they see the weed consumption increase, they know that it's only building upon the people who was smoking, buying on the black market, meaning they still are buying weed from the black market, information and data that might shape the policy moving forward.
Right, I mean, okay. I mean, I'm with you. I hear what you're saying. Awesome study. He should tell people he's taking their pee, first of all. That would make this less of a privacy issue for me. Second of all, of course people are still going to buy on the black market, regardless of the legality or where it's legal, where it's not. It's cheaper, it's quicker to get, there are less loopholes. I mean, I don't think his study, I'd like to see it, but I'm not sure how, informative it's
I think it's going to be very informative. Let me try to share what Dugard is trying to do. And this is a quote. "We're trying to get a sense of the type of user. If there's more use on the weekends, maybe that's more recreational, but if Sunday to Thursday use goes as much, that might be a public health concern with habitual users using a lot more." So they're really trying to figure out, a public health issue and at the same time shape policy moving forward. I don't see the violation of privacy because no one knows they are being tested.
Right.
And at the same time, no one knows who this pee belongs to. It's just one massive sample from everyone So we're not honing on individual rights, we're honing more on the behavior of the community.
Right.
So I think it's an interesting idea. Let us know how you feel, and please subscribe to the Lib TV too.